Welcome back to Talkin Shop with ShopSabre. I'm Brandon, back with the gang for the final episode of 2022.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. How you doing, Chad?
Doing good, you?
No, not too bad, man. Travis, how's it going this morning?
We're doing all right. Keeping busy.
Yeah, we're slammed right now. I know. I appreciate both of you guys coming in here. Kyle, how you doing?
Stellar.
Well, we're going to change things up for 2023. I know we're going to try to make this a little bit more interactive next year. We're going to have a little bit more fun with it next year. I know we're going to have some special guests on this. And then eventually, our goal is we're revamping the podcast room, and we're going to be launching a video series of this that's going to be showing off some of the stuff that we do. And you'll get to see our smiling faces. Chad, I know you're thrilled about that.
Sure.
They say we have a face for radio, so we're going to both be really thrilled to be on camera. But no, we just want to be more interactive next year. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, I just want to do a short episode here. This is going to be a really short episode today. Just kind of doing a year-end recap and talking a little bit about next year. I know last week we talked a little bit about product design and support and some of that, but this week's really just about the end of the year. And I guess what better way to kick it off than talk about how's your guys' Christmas?
This is good. It's
Yeah.
all family.
That's awesome.
Yeah, always good.
My furnace went out.
Of course it did. Why wouldn't your furnace go out on Christmas?
Merry Christmas to me.
Merry Christmas, Travis. What about you, Kyle? Anything fun?
I had 2 5-hour drives that I survived, fortunately.
Hey, we had some weather that moved through, didn't we?
Oh my God, yeah.
There was some sketchy roads, so 2 5-hour drives, man. It proves you're the real racer in this whole group here. You should be the one driving the race car.
Especially since you've got a 2-wheel drive
I
car.
had the rear-wheel drive.
Oh, my man.
Oof.
Just awesome. I bet you had a blast.
I saw 2 overturned cars on the highway.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
not fun.
it's aggressive. Man. And you just drove by like, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Don't want to hit black ice.
That's funny. I mean, not funny, but funny. No, I'm glad you made it. That's good. But yeah, today's really, for me, it's all about reflecting on, where you've come in 2022. If you think about it, where are you going in 2023? Because, it's so easy for everybody to forget, what you have and what you've accomplished. It's so easy to get frustrated with what's happening right now and, what you're currently dealing with in your lives. And, I think a lot of people take for granted all that they have accomplished in a short amount of time that you would consider 1 year. And I like to always reflect at the end of the year, especially coming up on the new year, of what I've accomplished and as a company, what we've accomplished, and even as customers, what I've helped them accomplish. So, we're seeing more and more people talk about the world and, everything that's going on right now. But, I think a lot of people have forgotten how much more demand they're taking on right now and how much more they've been trying to accomplish because of the demand that the world put on them the last 2 years, and I think it's something worth, just thinking about, as you start thinking about it, you have a lot to be thankful for, I think, in 2022. And, obviously if you're doing it right, you're setting yourself up for a successful 2023, regardless of what the world does, you're setting yourself up for success, right?
Exactly.
So I guess, let's start there real quick. I guess you guys got any feedback on that, and today reflecting on 2022, anything that you guys are pretty proud of?
Yeah, I had a great year.
Yeah.
Got a lot done, accomplished a lot of goals, and ready to kick ass and take names in 2023.
Yeah, so man, you really did. Like, you were one of the people that I think about that, like, you put a goal in place back in, what was it, 2021, 2020?
Yeah, end of 2019.
Was it 2019?
Right.
Man, it was that far back. So I remember, you and I sitting down. It was when you took this job, actually.
Yep.
You sat down with me and, you talked about career change and you were leaving the industry. I mean, you knew, like, the back of your hand. You left the car industry. That was your deal. And you said, like, I want something new. I want to do something different. I want to be able to accelerate my career. But you also had said, like, you had some goals in life you wanted to accomplish. And I remember one of them being, like, you wanted to rebuild your house. You wanted to, like, remodel it. And it's so cool now to see it, like, go full circle. And, like, this year you finished it. Like, well, I shouldn't say finished it. You're close.
It'll be the very beginning of 2023.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got just a few things that are going to trickle into next year. But the reality is, like, you built that garage. You got all the concrete work done. And now you've obviously been doing some inside work yourself. And it's pretty awesome to see, like, how much you've accomplished. And it as we've talked about, it's so easy to get frustrated when something doesn't go right. But you take a step back and realize how much you have accomplished to this point, right?
Exactly. Appreciate the little things.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Travis? How reflecting on 2022, you got married. That's cool.
I did get married.
Yeah.
Replaced a lot of appliances in my house. So again, I accomplished.
Are we still talking about the marriage, or are we talking about? Just curious here where we were going with that.
Well, she definitely was a dishwasher when our dishwasher broke.
Whoa. Uncover. I just want to make sure that I do not align with Travis's thoughts there, Brooke. Sorry.
My wife does listen to this podcast, so I'm definitely going to take some flack for this when I get home.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's funny. No, yeah, but I mean,
It's been a
obviously-
good year.
Yeah, it's been a good year for you. You got married, and obviously, I still don't know what she was thinking, but hey, good for you.
Yeah, I definitely outkicked my coverage.
Yeah, so that's good for you, and obviously, you're a boy. You've done a lot of cool things this year with your son, correct?
Yeah, well, we went and did that Florida trip. That was
Yeah.
a good time. Got to go through Hurricane Ian. Definitely don't think I want to do that again.
I
but
forgot
it was
about that.
worth the experience once,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, it's again, that goes back to, I kind of reflect back and I look at you, and I remember when you and I first were talking, and you were, your son was really, really young at the time, and you talked about being able to make, some memories with him and take him on trips and do so. And it's kind of cool to see like that. You accomplished one of those, memories this year. And, obviously you've been through a lot, obviously, especially with your dad at the end of last year, and it's
Right.
like, it's a big step making that first year there. So, obviously there's a lot of things that, like I said, it's so easy to get caught up in the moment, but you kind of take a step back and realize how far you've come and all the stuff you've accomplished in that amount of time. So it's more than just business itself, but it's even in your personal life when you're reflecting on that.
And the biggest thing, too, is you just really got to, like you said, take a step back and be thankful for what you do have. You
Yeah.
know, I am still healthy. I am still moving forward. It's been a great year, and I'm excited for 2023 to be just as good, if not better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, Kyle, I don't know you that well. You kind of joined our team, midway through this year, and, we've gotten to know you a little bit, but, you reflecting on your 2022, I mean, how are you feeling about where you're at?
Yeah, I mean, I hit a few milestones this year, I feel.
Yeah.
I moved from Wisconsin, up here to Minnesota.
Yeah.
We love it.
Good for you to leave that state, right? I mean, because now you have Kirk O'Chain's here, right?
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, no, it's definitely got a lot of benefits. I'm dealing with my first Minnesota winter right now, which is surprisingly a lot more harsher than my Wisconsin winters or my Chicago winters.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you just got us on a bad year, man. Like, I don't know that we're much different than Wisconsin or Chicago normally, but this year we're just getting our butts kicked up here. So maybe it's because you moved here. Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe.
That's-
Jack Frost has me coming up on my tail.
Yeah, he's chased you here. So, no, but like I said, yeah, I mean, it's cool. You made a career change, obviously, yourself, obviously, and we appreciate that because you've added a ton to our team. And, again, it goes back on what I'm reflecting on is, the talent I've added this year, obviously, in relationship to, where we've come and, obviously growing always. We're always trying to add people and we're trying to, improve ourselves. And we've obviously had hurdles to get through, supply chain issues, and there's been plenty of stuff for us to hang our hat on if we wanted to. But the reality is, it's not who we are, right? We just keep pushing forward and find a way to be better for next year. And, I'm very proud of ShopSabre myself. We've accomplished a lot in 2022, including, record-breaking year for us. Like, the reality is we've set the world on fire this year. And, we've now expanded in the shop. Obviously, we have our full capacity now in the shop, which is awesome. And we've added a lot of new technology, to the manufacturing side. We have, some new machines out there that do some really awesome stuff for us. We've added some really awesome staff members, as I mentioned.
Yep.
We've expanded our sales team. We've expanded, the marketing team. We even customer liaison team. Like we've done a lot of stuff. We've upgraded a lot of things. And, now, even we've installed this year a new inventory system and a database to help, keep better records. And I think it's just made the whole job smoother for everybody. And, reality is in the years to come, it should make the experience for the customer better too.
For sure.
And as we, like I said, we've added staff and we're going to be adding more talent, I'm excited. I'm really excited for what's in the works for 2023. We have a few big things that we're kind of wrapping up right now that I'm really, really excited about and can't wait to talk about. But it's going to be a good 2023, I think, for our world. And, I think there's a lot of business owners right now that are getting a little nervous. They hear what everybody else is saying out there, right? Oh, yeah, it's going to be a bad 2020. I think it's only going to be as bad as you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Right? I mean, as the world moves forward, remember, your goals do as well, right? I mean, so it's important that you take the time to slow down and take care of your business. Like right now, we were all, making hay while the sun shined, right? I mean, everybody was taking the easy work because there was so much of it. The reality is the work didn't just disappear overnight, right? It's still there. You're just you're not looking hard enough or you're not working hard enough for it, because the companies who are working hard right now are still calling us. I mean, Chad, you're having a record December for you right now, correct?
Absolutely, over 50.
Yeah, you've sold over 50 machines this month yourself personally. And Chad or Travis, you're like right on his tail, right?
Yeah.
You are just chasing his heels right now. And I mean, when you think
too
about
close.
that, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. You two like fighting each other for that title, but it's, and you guys are only 2 sales guys. How many, what, we have 3 other ones out there too, know, and we're just gonna talk about you two because you're here, but it's like people are buying equipment. I mean, the work's still out there. So, the deals that are out there, and, we had, I've had people tell us, well, I don't want to buy, inflated prices. Like companies like us didn't inflate prices. Like
Right.
we didn't have a single price change throughout 2022. We took 1 price increase at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
We didn't take any other pricing increases. So like there's no extra inflation built into our products. And, obviously we have year-end specials and stuff. There's no reason you wouldn't want to do something right now, because the reality is you're getting pre-inflation prices with discount.
Right.
So, yeah, there are companies out there taking advantage of people, and, obviously you got to think about that stuff, but there's a lot of deals out there right now, and especially going into 2023, people are going to need equipment. There's no doubt in my mind. People are going to need equipment next year, and, you got to be making that effort, right? If you don't, it's going to catch up to you in the months to come. I mean, I'll say that firsthand. But
Absolutely.
Chad, you said something the other day to me. The people who don't buy right now are going to be watching their competitors take all their business, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's true though. Like we've seen so many people inquiring about equipment that I think about all the people who say, "Oh no, we're not going to do anything right now." Like somebody else is going to take your business. They're going to take your customers.
Yep.
They're the same people that are going to be waiting for other machines and paying other people pricing.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be the one outsourcing. But yeah, it's important of not losing sight of your goals in 2023. So for ShopSabre, a lot of great things have been done this year. And in the last year, I'm very excited for where we're going in 2023, as I've mentioned. But, what's your guys' opinion on that? I guess, what are you thinking of 2023, Chad?
I think you missed a couple of things that you did this year that made ShopSabre better.
Let's go with it.
The phones.
I did put a new phone system in
The
there.
quoting system.
Yeah, that's true.
The operating system we make notes in and all that good stuff.
It's true. I think
didn't
about just the
mention
other
any
end
of that
Yeah,
stuff.
no, it's true. I think about all the backside that we did to,
Yeah.
shore up the manufacturing side, but you're right, even on the front side.
Think about our jobs are easier.
Yeah. Hey. Well, see, look how nice I am. I make your guys' jobs easier. Look at me. Go me.
That's right.
Plus, every time I walk out in the shop, I see all that new equipment you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like a new machine every time I go out there. So it's exciting to see what you guys are going to, or what we're going to do as a
Yeah.
team in 2023.
Well, think about lead times alone.
Yep.
We're selling a ton of machines right now, and our lead times are nowhere near what they were last year at the same time.
Yeah, the different processes of how the machines are built now
Yeah.
versus how they were built when I started here, or even when Travis started here, which was earlier than me.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. And I was actually reflecting on that, like when Travis started, like
Yep.
Travis and I like hanging out in the janitor's closet, literally with Jim, our CEO. Like you had the CEO and the newest guy in the whole building in the same room, like touching backs.
Well, I
Like,
think even when I started, it was like 15 office people or 20, maybe. I don't even, I'd have to count them. I can't.
Right.
But it wasn't like,
why are you taking your shoes off?
I would have to try to go through names, but it wasn't like a large number of
Yeah.
employees running around either, like we see today.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly it. Like we've grown a lot and we've expanded, trying to literally streamline things, and it's about making the experience better for the customer. It's always been about the customer's experience, and for me, that's always been the big part of it is support. Support has to grow as you sell machines. You can't just sell a bunch of machines and do nothing with support different, or you're going to lose yourself.
Yep.
So like we've added some really key members to our team this year. We've done some stuff with, as you said, systems. We have a new system in place, and we have some more systems we're rolling out here in the next few weeks that are going to help the customers that already own equipment get better support and service. And we've now got on-call tech support, and we've got so many things. I think about like I used to be the on-call guy. Like literally, if somebody needed something after 5 p.m. any weekday or on the weekend, they would call me.
Yep.
Or they'd message me personally, and then I would have to scramble to try to find the answers for them. Like,
Or being in the background of every Router Bob video.
yeah, like literally standing behind the camera on every Router Bob video and talking about, but yeah, it's like I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we've put processes in place that have really streamlined things and made things a lot better, and it's helped us take ShopSabre to a whole new level. And I'm excited for our customers. Like that's what I'm excited for, is they don't even like see some of the things we work on. They just automatically receive that stuff, and they see like the benefits of being a customer is that things get better. Like 2023, like the benefits of being a customer are going to be even better. Like we're going to have so many more things that we're going to be able to offer our customers that I'm super pumped about. What about you, Travis? What's your thoughts and opinions?
Well, since we're talking about, all the things that we've added this year, think about the amount of emails and calls that we've been getting lately on people that are just so happy with the service we've been offering them.
Yeah.
And not that we haven't gotten it in the past, but it just seems like we've been getting a lot more people saying, man, your tech support's so good. Your customer liaison team's so good. The sales process was so good.
Yep.
It just goes to show that what we've done to change in 2022 is paying off. The customers are actually seeing it and feeling it.
Which is awesome because, yeah, like you said, it's not like we had a bad reputation before.
Right.
We ranked, on the CNC Cookbook Award, we won it.
Yep.
We were number one before. And, a lot of people, I think it's sports teams and companies and, anybody, once you win or you're the winner, you don't do anything, right? Like what we're doing works. So they don't change. What we do works. They get that big head that they're the top. But if you never, improve on what you're doing, eventually you aren't the top anymore.
Yep.
And so even though we did win that and we were really proud of that, we didn't sit back and go, well, we accomplished it. No, how can we get better? We got to be better than we were. Even when we won that, we weren't convinced we were the best yet.
Yep.
We need to be better. And so we continuously improve on that stuff. So, as a business, if you're listening right now, think about that attitude that we have, getting better. You should be too. Okay, you might have a CNC machine. If it's not a ShopSabre, can you be better? Adding a CNC, adding a ShopSabre, would it be better? Or if you don't own a machine and you've been doing it by hand and you've been doing it the other way because it works and we're really good at what we do, could you be better? If you added the CNC right now, could you be better? That's the real questions that you need to be asking yourself, And, Kyle, I guess I'm going to let you jump in here. You got any opinions or thoughts on 2023?
Yeah, I'm quite excited, to be honest. We have a lot of new things cooking up in the social media department. New projects on the on the cusp. We
I
have
love it.
obviously the redone studio here. We're going to be getting some video cameras in here to add a little bit more of an element to our podcast.
For sure.
New stuff on TikTok, new stuff on YouTube, just kind of a constant improving process in terms of our, videos and social media content.
We have a new website coming too,
We
don't
have
we?
a new website. I was just getting to that. I'm very
Yeah.
excited about the website.
I'm super pumped about that too.
Definitely a lot to promote on that end. The store, the online store. We're doing all sorts of really exciting things. And
We just launched that on online store too, didn't we?
We
last
did,
Friday
yeah.
we launched it. Now you can buy parts online. There's not a lot yet. We're still building up the database, but eventually we're going to make it so you can buy, a lot of accessories and dust collectors and all this other stuff online. We're trying to make it so that way we make it easy for our customers to continue to add things to their shop as needed. Obviously our sales team's never going away. We're going to have guys there to take care of the equipment needs, but in terms of, if you need grease for your machine or you need to buy, a collet or a cone or you got to buy some consumables for your plasma, we're trying to make it so you can literally just go shop right on shopsabre.com. And yeah, I'm excited about it. Like I said, there's a lot of cool things coming and there's going to be, there's too many things to talk about, right? We got so much happening, but, yeah, like I said, let's support each other is the biggest thing. As you move into 2023, remember to support the businesses who are supporting you. Remember to support one another. If your customer is buying from you, it's because they were spending their money in our economy, right? They're doing it to take care of you. So it doesn't make sense to take their money now and go spend it overseas. You got to think about that. Stop sending your money overseas if you can. I'm going to harp on that. American made is really, really important. Something we're simply, some things simply aren't made in America. I get it. Some things aren't available in the U.S. But CNC equipment though is one of those things that you can buy domestically. And that's my business. So I'm going to say it you should be buying stuff domestically when you can. And CNC equipment in the U.S. is significantly better than imported products. We know that, we see it every day, but your customers are choosing your American made product, right? Your signs, your cabinets, whatever it is that you build, they're choosing you. They're choosing USA made, so as far as I'm concerned, choose USA made tools where you can. Nobody regrets buying quality ever, right?
Never.
I've never had somebody call up to me and say, hey, I wish I wouldn't have bought a quality tool. I wish I would have bought something cheap. It just doesn't happen.
Your frame is too big.
Yeah, your frame's too heavy duty.
Well, not only
Your
just the
machine doesn't
quality,
break.
but the support side of it. If you have an issue, you've got somebody that you can actually call.
Well, that's the truth right there. I'd love to hear your opinion or your stories that you guys have to share here. But, that's the thing for me is thinking about, it's not just the product itself, but it's really about the support that comes along with it. It's the people you have invested in as well. Right?
Yep.
And for me, it's really more about as we move into 2023, the world is going to slow down a little bit. The reality is it already has, right? We've already seen it. Is it going to get worse than this? I'm not convinced, being honest. I'm just not convinced on that. I think, we're kind of there. We're kind of seeing what we're seeing. And, really it comes back to us. If your customers are still calling you for work, the work's still there. So not improving is just foolish. You need to do something to take care, because eventually your customers will stop calling you if you don't improve.
Right.
And so if you buy a cheap machine, hey, I'm going to buy this cheaper import product and then I'll buy another one later. Like, you're a fool. Because what's going to happen is that machine's going to let you down one day, and your customer's going to be on the line, and your customer's not going to trust you anymore. They're going to go somewhere else. So buying that next machine to fix the problem doesn't solve your problem. It just puts you in a bad spot with your customer, and your customer's going to tell people. They don't care if you've upgraded equipment. Your customer's going to go find somebody who can do it. They're going to go find a ShopSabre customer because that machine's going to run. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I know we, I want to keep this kind of short today. For us, I know there's a lot going on with the year end, but, really for me, like I said, 2022 was a wild ride. I will say that, if you do it right, 2023 can be a growth opportunity for most businesses and companies. You gotta really think about the companies that are clamping down because of fear, right? Like, they're just giving up business is what they're doing.
Delaying the inevitable.
Yeah. Those willing to go after the work will find a lot of opportunities. I'll tell you that much right now. Just remember what happened when COVID hit. How many people said that the business was going to disappear for everybody, right? A lot of businesses grew during COVID.
A lot of people ordered second machines.
Yeah, equipment went up during COVID. People who had equipment were buying more equipment because they were taking on the work that nobody else could do when they lost employees.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's a lot of things you have to think about that, like, as you move into, even, I've always said, when the economy turns, those who are prepared for taking advantage of the opportunities are the ones who win.
Yeah, and these machines can do a lot more than just cut cabinets or make a sign.
Think about versatility alone. You could be a cabinet guy, but now you can cut some signs out, or you can do, like, having a CNC machine allows you to be more versatile. Having an employee doesn't, right? Yeah. There's employees out there that, he's really good at building a cabinet. He doesn't have a clue how to build a sign, right?
Yep.
Right. Like, same thing. You guy builds a sign like, you wouldn't believe, but he couldn't build a cabinet if he needed to. Like, there's some advantages to having the machine. So it helps you keep your employees employed rather than have to worry about laying guys off because you don't have the work. Like, you can go find other work.
Chase the work. Chase
the work, exactly. And your employees, you're taking care of the families and all the people that depend on you rather than just, sorry guys, there's no work. Sorry, go home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you need to do. Like, again, I'm a firm believer that 2022 was wild. 2023 can be better if you're doing it right.
Absolutely.
I agree.
We're down to the final 3 days of 2022. It's time to make 2023 better.
I agree. I think that's really where we're at.
We're down to 24 hours to get your financing in place for the year end. Let's get those machines on order before the prices go up.
That's true.
Geneva has a lot of good deals.
Dude,
absolutely.
It's ridiculous. They have 3 options right now that is just ridiculous. No money down option.
$99 a month.
$99 a month financing for 6 months. That's a half a year.
Yep.
Like, the machine can dang near pay itself off if you're doing it right.
And for you guys and gals as well that don't even have a business yet, they'll do startup businesses. So give them a call. Even if you don't think you can get the financing, call them because a lot of times you'd be surprised.
Yeah, there's so many financing options. It's foolish right now to even think about not looking at financing. Kyle.
No time limit to follow us on Facebook,
right?
Instagram,
I saw you
TikTok.
He put his hand up. He wanted to throw it in there.
Pick me.
YouTube,
LinkedIn.
Always be plugging.
Be plugging. I like it. He needs followers, guys. He needs followers.
Check us out.
Keep following
some content
Kyle.
my way. Ask some questions. Start some discussions.
I agree. Yeah. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media. Kyle does a really good job out there. We've grown like crazy on social media this year.
We have. Yeah. A lot of new TikTok followers, a lot of new Instagram followers.
So it's definitely getting exciting out there. And obviously, like you said, 2023 is going to be even better for us on the social media stuff. So make sure you're following along. We'll have contests we're going to be running throughout the year. In fact, we're going to be giving away some race tickets coming up. We have tickets to, we have some tickets to NASCAR event in 2023. So we're going to be giving those away. So if you don't follow us, you need to be following us so you can see the details on how to win those tickets. And we're going to do some other stuff. We're going to give away some swag throughout the year. We got
Always
some
exciting.
coffee mugs that we're giving away.
New mugs.
Yeah.
Those mugs are pretty sweet looking.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I gave one to everybody except for Travis.
That's all right. I don't drink coffee.
I'll make Travis earn it. Yeah.
Other weaknesses, we're slow learners, and we're not particularly good listeners.
That describes Travis. But no, in all seriousness, it's been a really fun year.
I think we have a good website people could go visit.
We do? Do you remember what it is?
I don't.
ShopSabre.com.
There it is.
Yeah, it's gonna actually be revamped here shortly. We're working on it as we speak. We literally took a break from working on it to do this podcast. But yeah, we have a really exciting new website launching early in 2023. We got some exciting things. We're gonna try to make it easier to navigate than it is. We're gonna have just as much content. We're gonna have a lot of awesome things for our customers too. We're expanding on Sabre Nation University. We're expanding on a lot of stuff for the customers who have invested in our products. So we got a lot of fun and exciting things coming. But, I'm going to put a reminder out there. This will be our last episode of this year, obviously. But we also will not be kicking off any new episodes until after the 15th of January. So we're going to take a couple weeks off. It's been a hectic and crazy end of the year. And so, yeah, we're not going to be coming back with a new episode till late in January. So don't think we went away. Don't think we forgot about you guys. It's just it's time for a little bit of a break. We're going to get focused in on 2023, get our ducks in a row, and then we'll be back with some more exciting content as we kick off next year. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
So you guys ready to get back at it?
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right. Well, I'm Brandon.
I'm Chad.
I'm Travis.
I'm Kyle.
Thanks for talking shop with ShopSabre. Enjoy the new year.